A chance tonight in Aiken County to learn about plans for an underground mine. We got a tour of the site near McGregor several years ago when Talon Metals leaders showed us more about their plans to build their underground Tamarack mine, which would extract ore containing nickel, copper, and other metals. Talon Metals submitted its mining proposal to the Minnesota DNR in 2023. Now, tonight's meeting put on by the DNR focused on draft environmental review scoping documents for the project. Talon Metals leaders say the project will be a boost to the local economy and national security.
I think it's an exciting and important opportunity to have those resources here in the state of Minnesota and have the ability to responsibly mine these in a modern way.
Now, the proposed mine would be just a couple miles from the Mille Lacs Band Reservation. Tribal leaders there have serious concerns about what the plans could mean for the environment and sensitive ecosystems.
This proposal threatens the very way that we interact with our natural resources, our water, our way of life, the medicines, the fish, the animals.
The DNR was also present tonight speaking and answering questions. Talon leaders hope to move through the environmental review and permitting process and begin construction in 2029. We'll keep you updated.